started to identify a sound that we wanted to go after that I think was just guitar driven, synth backward, synths toward the back, if there at all. And we were kind of thinking about some of the bands that we grew up with, so there was that nostalgic element, but really we were just kind of sonically excited by trying to do something where we stripped away the larger arrangements of the last couple records, and then ended up sounding nostalgic, because it is. That's all I gotta say.
Obviously, a lot's changed since 2005, since your first record came out. You guys have been working together, both sort of creatively, but also more importantly, I think, as friends through that whole time. So, what's your secret? How do you maintain a good working relationship, writing songs together, but also, still want to actually hang out after the tour finishes?
So I guess this undermines the clear reality that most bands who start out friends end up desperate enemies. But I think what really helped our friendship was that we are getting paid to be friends.
Makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Well, there's a good
All
incentive.
the things we used to do for free as friends, any possible friction is really taken away when we're like, oh, what did we net on that hangout? That's a nice chunk of change we got for hanging out in Milan that time. So we'll still be so you and I will still be friends.
I'd be better friends with a lot of people if I were paid to hang out.
If when you hung out, your business manager was like, that was a good hangout you guys had.
Send you a couple grand.
I think maybe you're onto something here. I think people would be more inclined to see their friends if they got fucking
monetized our friendship. That's pretty good.
Oh, capitalism.
But yeah, that doesn't explain why most bands do hate each other.
Yeah.
That's an inside scoop. Want me to name names? I'll tell you which bands cannot be in a room.
We're here today to discuss a few records that you've chosen for us. So we've got a little goodie bag here with a selection. So I'm going to hand that to you guys. Why don't you pick out the first record and we'll see what you've chosen.
Let's see here. You ready? Let's see.
What do you got, Chris?
Well,
oh boy.
Weezer, the Blue Album.
It was kind of this amazing moment when this songwriting and Cars, like 80s perfect pop songwriting, we realized that grunge could do that.
Yeah,
Like, grunge could be
obviously
sweet
Nirvana
poppy.
was making pretty good pop songs. Not quite as melodic as these beautiful boys.
Yeah.
No, there's definitely a bit more of that sort of pop sensibility
Yeah.
of it. But you do wonder if, Kurt had lived on, whether, they might have got a bit closer to, some of the, the stuff that Pixies did or some of the stuff that these guys did, like in the later 90s. You do wonder if that's where they might have gone.
I believe he would have become a DJ.
Yeah.
So let's dip into the bag and see what your second choice
Just
is.
dip. Let's talk about this record.
Okay, Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream.
Problem, and it's hilarious to say, Billy Corgan sitting in his gilded palace would snicker at my advice. He's a little overconfident in how gripping his work is. Every song is great, but it's a little bloated. And I'll tell you what, I think I might like Melancholy a little more.
But talk about bloated.
I may not have ever listened to the whole thing at once.
No.
Melancholy is my favorite Smashing Pumpkins record. This is the better record.
Yeah.
Because he almost got to 10. He almost did it.
He was so close.
Billy, you could have been there. You could have been one of the greats.
Close.
But your 12-song album.
13,
Thank
dude.
you. 13?
13.
Fuck you.
Unlucky 13.
Incredible, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, it's, kind of like Weezer Blue Album. It kind of made, grunge really, really mainstream, I think. Or that
Yeah.
like kind of grungy, poppy, shoegazy stuff. It brought together a lot of different kind of those sub-genres into one big uniting album. Because it did really well. I think it was like number 10 on the Billboard chart at the time and sold millions and millions and millions of records. So, you know.
I'm actually surprised that it was that low.
What? I mean, to be fair, that was back in, what's this, 94?
There's a lot of competition.
I think, yeah, well, and as well, like, you know, that's back when like records sold millions and millions and millions.
Yeah.
So, you know, the competition was pretty stiff at the time. So, yeah, I think like, because didn't Corgan re-record like all the bass parts on this? Because I know he's a bit of a perfectionist, right? So I'm almost sure.
I think he recorded every string instrument, and he probably
everything except the
tormented
drums,
Jimmy
I think.
Chamberlain.
Yeah. Poor Jimmy.
Supposedly everything but the drums
Yeah.
he did.
Has there ever been a point in your guys' career where one of you have played something, or you know, you've brought a song in or something, and it just you aren't vibing with the other person's idea, and like,
Oh yeah, all the time.
What? What?
Well,
I was going to say no. That's never happened. Everything's pretty good.
Not bring it in, but like we do this songwriting approach where we do a weekly like session with each other and some other songwriting friends. We definitely knowingly bring in provocatively shitty songs all the time, just because for want of anything else to fill the day with. Other than that, though,
But there are moments where I think some of those should be on records.
yeah, oh for sure. I've got a hot take on this.
Oh,
Or really
okay,
more of a
okay.
theory.
Yeah, wait, a hotter take than when I just looked in the camera and told Billy Corgan to suck?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Billy Corgan. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
I have a strong
Okay.
allegation to make based purely on intuition.
okay,
I believe we've already talked about how Billy Corgan was in there recording, you know, every part. Sometimes parts his bandmates had already recorded. So he's in there. He's a studio goblin. I believe there's no way that Billy Corgan didn't try some rap verses on some of these songs. He's a poet.
Yeah,
He's spoken words.
He's an idea man.
His
Yeah.
poetry sometimes. I bet he tried some rap verses on this album, and I bet he decided to cut them.
Billy, if you're hiding that shit, release it, man.
wanna
We
hear
all
the rap
want to hear the rap album.
I'd almost believe that next album, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, started as a rap.
Yeah, yeah,
The world is a vampire.
yeah. He probably
And they were
originally
like-
did that as
JCM
slam
was like,
poetry.
No, we can't do that.
Yeah, the original version actually featured Tupac. It's just, you know.
That'd be pretty good.
Okay, final dip into the bag.
Everything.
Whoa.
Okay, so we've got the Soft Bulletin by the Flaming Lips.
I think Soft Bulletin is maybe the unsung fundamental We Are Scientists record.
It's probably true. We never talk about this record, but it was really big for us. We were friends at the time, and we were both like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, we were living together in California, and we listened to this record maybe like 3 times a week driving to work.
Yeah.
You would drive me to we were living in Berkeley, California.
Mm-hmm.
You would drive me to my BART station, and then you would drive on to your workplace. Almost how many days a week do you think you bought a new thing of Dunkin' Donuts donut holes?
Entenmann's.
Oh, Entenmann's, yeah. Sorry. A higher grade of.
Yeah.
You're right. I apologize.
Duncan?
Get fucking donuts.
No, it's the local gunfighter, Entenmann's. They had a factory
Yeah.
just outside of Berkeley. We would get it straight from the source.
But yeah,
Probably twice a week.
I very strongly associate the foundational moments of We Are Scientists with listening to the Soft Bulletin and Dookie by Green Day, alternating while eating Entenmann's donut holes, driving in a Jeep
7 a.m.
Cherokee.
Yeah, 7:30
Being
a.m.
real bummed I had to go to work.
Yeah.
But Soft Bulletin made it okay.
Cool. Well, these are for you guys to take home.
What?
Add to your collection.
Then it was all worth it.
Nobody told us.
So enjoy.
Thanks.
Just before we go.
I mean, I'm never listening to side 4.
Not the last three.
Just
No.
not the last
Yeah.
You're on board, it's fine. If there was one thing you would want people to know about your new record, what would it be?
It's the only record that should ever have more than 10 tracks. Judge for yourself. Hey, don't take my word for it. Buy it in several formats and judge for yourself.
It's the only way to know.